All right, back here at home, people all over Cincinnati are going to get a chance to see the stars in 2019. The Cincinnati Observatory is teaming up with other groups to bring telescopes and programs to every neighborhood in the city. Dean Regas, our friend, astronomer for the observatory, is here to tell us about 52 weeks of astronomy. Good to see you, Dean.
Oh, good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
So when John Lomax and I got your email about this idea that you've had, we thought it was just fantastic. Tell us what's behind this.
Well, it's a weird twist of things that we have 52 neighborhoods in Cincinnati. It was fun finding out what the 52 were, because some of them I didn't know about.
Really?
And so we thought there's 52 weeks in the year. We'd love to do a program for each neighborhood and bring a telescope or a program to every single of the 52 neighborhoods in 52 weeks. And so we're starting it off in the new year and have some great events already lined up.
Okay, so tell me about maybe the first couple of weeks, what you have planned, and then we'll jump off from there.
Yeah, so the first one's going to be at the College Hill Library. So we're partnering with a lot of libraries around the community, and so that's going to be on January 9th. But the big kickoff event is going to be downtown Fountain Square on January 13th. So it's going to be a Sunday night. We're going to bring some telescopes out there. We're going to set up near the ice skating rink and let people see the moon and stars and things like that. And so that's going to be our big kickoff event.
That's great. Now, is it hard to see stars when you're in the middle of downtown Cincinnati with all the light?
It is. That's one of the problems, that people can't see as many stars from downtown. But when we bring telescopes, I think so many people have never actually looked through a telescope, and to bring them to them, it's really kind of cool. We've done this before where we set up telescopes in public places and people come by and look and they're just like amazed to be able to see through these.
Yeah, what makes it different for an average person? I mean, we have a telescope at home, but it's nothing compared to what you guys have.
We do have some pretty good scopes. There are things that you can buy from home too. And so the scopes that we're going to be bringing out are usually only about $400, but they would be able to see so many things, like just seeing the craters on the moon, and then later on in the year we're going to get the planets like Jupiter and Saturn.
Oh, wow.
But for the early months of the year, we're going to be looking at Orion and the stars of Orion, and then the moon, of course. That's
really cool. So where did this idea come from to take the observatory out into the city and all the different neighborhoods?
Well, we've been doing outreach programs for about, I've been at the observatory almost 20 years, and we've been taking these programs out to schools and libraries and parks, and we thought, well, we go to a lot of neighborhoods every year, why don't we aim for all 52? And so we have so many connections in the community, so we're going to be working with Cincinnati Parks, Cincinnati Public Schools, but there's still a couple neighborhoods where we need some venues, and so if people go to our website, CincinnatiObservatory.org, they can look and see some neighborhoods. We still need some venues and some places. Can you name a few that you're looking for, just for people who might be interested in? A couple we're looking for is South Cumminsville, South Fairmont, North Fairmont, and English Woods. Those are the ones that we're needing some programs for. But even if you see neighborhoods where we already have venues and already have events scheduled, let us know, suggest some. We'd be happy to go to, we'll go out to your neighborhood more than once this year. We'd be happy to do that. That would be cool. Yeah, and tell me about some of the even if you don't have a telescope, tell me about some of the programs that you're able to bring to people, because the thing I like about you, Dean, is you talk to me like a regular person. I can understand you. What are some of the other programs? Yeah, so when we do programs at the libraries, for instance, we have a whole series of library programs coming up. Most of those are going to be during the daytime, so we'll do a talk on what's up at night. We can talk about the stars and constellations, but what's really cool is we'll bring a solar telescope where we can look at the sun safely and talk a little bit about the sun, because when we do some programs in the summer, that is going to be the big thing to be looking at, and you want to be safe when looking at the sun, and so that's a real treat to be able to do that. We talk about that during eclipses all the time, but just looking at the regular sun, that would be fun to do too. Dean Regas, thank you so much. My pleasure. We'll put a link to the website on ours, local12.com. 52 weeks of astronomy. Go on there and see if your community is on there and how you can go out with Dean and have some fun and look through the telescopes. Thank you. Happy holidays. Thank you. All right, now here's Brad Mousehart with